Sister Cowgirl's Kitchen. I want to talk to you today about oxtails. Hey everyone, welcome to Sister Sue, aka Sister Cowgirl's Kitchen. Yes, it's from the tail of an ox. And some people eat them things, okay? Some of us people had never heard of eating an oxtail. I didn't. I didn't hear of eating oxtails. Well, let me correct that. Granny did make oxtail soup. It was pretty good. I liked it. It's almost like eating beef stew. And I do know this, that I was shown a better way of eating oxtails when I moved to Fort Worth. There's this little space here in Fort Worth called Medea's. Oh my gosh, oxtails. If you like eating roast beef, or you like eating, let's say, ribs off the bone, I'm telling you, you're going to love oxtails. They're amazing. You Caliente riders, y'all keep coming here and visiting us and you want to go to Medea's, come to Sister Cowgirls, because I know how to make oxtails. Let's get started. To get started, let's go over the ingredients. Now, oxtails, they're a little pricey. I just so happened to have gotten them on sale. I was so excited. You know how we are about sales as ladies. So I found them on sale at this place called Winco, and I bought me 2 packs. So what you want is, if you're going to feed like a family of 4, actually, no, scratch that, because oxtails are good. And if you're feeding a family of 4, you're going to want about 4 or 5 packages of these things, because just a couple of oxtails ain't going to do them. So you want 2 packages if it's 2 of you, okay? Because Brother Cowboy can probably eat one of them packages, and I can too. They're good, okay? So you want your oxtails, and you want some beef broth, and you got your onion, and your Lipton onion soup mix, and I get the beefy onion flavor, and your salt and pepper. And that's the only ingredients you need. And you're going to be surprised at how these turned out. Okay, so let's get started and putting all those ingredients together. Now, I want to tell you, a lot of you probably like me, but I wash my meat first when I take it out of the package, because you just never know. Okay, so I've already washed my meat. Just gave it a good rinsing off. I've already salted and peppered one side, and so you just want to make sure that you do that to both sides. Just give a good old salt and pepper. Little salt if you little less salt if you're trying to watch your sodium intake, which many of us are. Okay, so got some pepper on there, salt and pepper, real easy. Then you just put them down in here in the crock pot. Drop them on down in there. It's really simple. This is something that's really easy to do, you ladies at work. If you want to get this prepped, and actually you can prep it and put it in the fridge like that overnight, you know, and then come back in the morning and put it on the crock pot. It cooks for about 8 to 12 hours. I usually start it at high for about 8 hours, and then I kind of turn it down to low for the rest of the way. But it usually takes about 8 to 12 hours to cook, so that's why I put it on early. I usually start around 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. By the time I get off work, it's done. So then I just add, I add Lipton onion soup mix first. Just sprinkle that all in there. We got 2 packages, and I like it to be extra beefy and extra onion flavor to it. So there's Lipton onion soup mix. And then I toss my sliced onions in there. Put those on top. Makes it nice and onion. Some people might not like onion. If not, just leave them out, I guess. Some people like to put sliced carrots up in there. Potatoes. That's another good one. Then I just start pouring in the beef broth. Just put that all in there. You'll find that, you know, slow cooking it might only take 2 containers instead of 3, depending on how big your crock pot is. But what I was saying was that you'll find that the longer it cooks and the more you let it slow cook in a crock pot, then they come out real tender, falling off the bone. I'll never forget the first time I tried to fix them. I did them on the stove. I did not realize you're supposed to slow cook them. They were not good. They were very tough, and it was just so happened I was trying to, it was a treat that I was fixing for my mom and dad. Yeah, it was a flop. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making sure that all the onions are coated with that beef broth. And it did. It only took 2 containers of beef broth. Put the lid on. I turn it on high and let it go. And it's been 8 hours. I told y'all 8 to 12. You just do a fork test, see how tender you want yours. You might want to go a little longer than 8 hours, but I went 8 hours, 4 hours on high, 4 hours on low, and this is the outcome. So now you've got oxtails, and if you look, here's an oxtail with some onions. A lot of people like the juice. They make cornbread or rolls, and they dip their bread in that juice. It's really good. But if you look, that's just real tender and falling off the bone. Just falling off the bone. There's the oxtail right there, the bone, which you discard of. But anyway, it's the most tender meat. Most people would say, how much meat is on an oxtail? Believe me, there is a lot of meat on an oxtail, and it is so tender when you cook it like this. Y'all enjoy.